Coming up next on Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. The Northwoods is calling, and the crew from Allstate Peterbilt's remote truck service team always takes the call. Spend a day in the life with a professional problem solver whose office window is the backlands of northern Minnesota. Imagine this job description. Wanted, a calm, cool, organized team player, ready to be a key component to the American transportation industry. Just a small part of what it takes to be a dispatcher at Long Haul Trucking. And we go on the line as Long Haul Trucking driver Kelly Hellgo gets a rare behind-the-scenes look at how her new Peterbilt Ultralife is built. Strap in. North America's biggest and best show about trucking starts right here, right now.
Welcome to Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. I'm Dakota Vandenberg with Tales from the Road as we meet some of the best drivers and transportation folks in the world. Now, when it comes to driving a truck and delivering goods to America, very few are better prepped than the subject of today's lead story.
Morning has broken in the Northwoods of Minnesota. As dawn and a new day arrive, another workday gets into gear for Gene Crushall and the Allstate Peterbilt remote truck service team.
Next job today will probably be Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Well, in the winter you need to have your snow shovel with so you can shovel underneath trucks and get at them. They've been working on it for a couple days and they haven't figured out what the answer is, so they're going to have me come up and figure out what the problem is for them.
The concept is simple. Why drive or tow your truck to a garage when you can bring the garage to your truck? Amid the remote back roads and small towns of America, the nearest garage may be hundreds of miles away.
Sometimes you end up a long ways out in the boonies.
Gene's Garage on Wheels is well equipped with the latest tools and technology.
The front two compartments, we just have toolboxes. In this one we have all our controls for our power unit, for our air compressor, our welder. We've got our cutting torch tanks in here. Air hoses for the cutting torches. So we got a 50-foot long cutting torch hose, two different air hoses, a 1/2 inch and a 3/8 diameter air hose. I have a lot of situations where it's just stuff that's too heavy to lift by yourself. That does a wonderful job.
It has extended cab, extended height. It's got a long 14-foot body. He can carry a lot of parts, a lot of tools. It's watertight. It's pretty awesome.
On this day, Gene and his Pete are cruising the lake country of northern Minnesota.
At least you don't have to worry about a lot of traffic up that way, and you get to see a little bit of wildlife.
Gene's next call is near Brainerd, Minnesota. While this is vacation land for many, and for the working folks up north, Gene's skills and service are vital to keep on trucking.
One call does it all. They call us, we go to them. Helping customers get back on the road, and that's the most satisfying part.
Gene has a relatively easy assignment at Anderson Brothers Construction. It's regularly scheduled maintenance for a hard-working Peterbilt.
So we're just going to go through and adjust the intake and exhaust valves on this engine. The one thing I like about a Peterbilt is generally the engine sits a little lower in the frame compared to the competitors' trucks, so it's not so high to get at it, and it sits a little farther away from the firewall also, so that makes it a little more convenient, a little easier to get at.
Gene's message today is simple. Be proactive, not reactive. If you take care of scheduled service, trouble-free driving awaits. Gene's back on the road, and that means another country drive in the backlands to his next assignment, keeping the wheels of commerce rolling. When long-haul trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, roars back, an in-depth examination at what it takes to keep American trucks rolling. Meet some of the best dispatchers in the trucking business and discover what it takes to get a driver and a load in the right place and time. Welcome to the Peterbilt World Headquarters, located north of Dallas. In it's a Texas-sized state-of-the-art factory. Long-haul trucking driver Kelly Hellgo has traveled to Texas for a rare, behind-the-scenes tour at the Peterbilt plant as her new Ultraloft is created. Long-haul trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, is brought to you by Peterbilt. Class pays. Dish Outdoors. TV in HD, connecting you coast to coast. By Allstate Peterbilt, giving truck operators every advantage, every day. By Quick Draw, the #1 name in rolling tarp systems. And by Extreme Trailers, innovation moving forward.
I'm Dakota Vanderberg, and you're watching Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt.
So I see you're coming through Minnesota right now. How much room do you got on the back of that deck? Because I tell you what, I got another shipper in town that wants to pack on a partial, and I think if we can pull it off, we can really make you a heck of a week here.
Imagine the job description. A calm, cool, organized team player who finds passion in being a key component to the American transportation industry. Simply put, a trucking dispatcher makes things happen.
Coming out of Aberdeen, going to Chicago, no deadheading here at Long Haul.
I really love the culture that we have here. Everyone treats each other with so much respect. It kind of becomes a family atmosphere. You know, I think we've all had those jobs that, you know, you go home and you just dread coming to work, where here, just everyone from the drivers to the different departments are so great to work with that it makes, you know, working just an absolute joy.
Let's meet some of the men and women at Long Haul Trucking who schedule, arrange, and commit a truck driver and a shipper to a load and keep the wheels of commerce rolling.
Every day is different. You're always learning something. There's always going to be a new curveball that's thrown at you, and it's kind of the position that you want to be in sometimes, because then you're allowed to adapt to it. What are you going to do to get that driver home or get that driver the perfect load?
The dispatchers at Long Haul Trucking have access to the latest tools, technology, and training.
It's been a good busy day, keeping everyone moving. Yeah, now we're just kind of working on tomorrow, actually. Some of the big skills you need as a dispatcher, you need good communication skills, having good people skills. You deal with a wide variety of people from both the customer side to the driver side.
Seeing something through from start to finish, knowing that it got picked up, it got delivered, everybody's happy, and there was no problems with it. A sense of accomplishment when somebody recognizes what you've done.
A key relationship develops between the dispatcher and driver.
These drivers are trusting you to make sure you're making some of the best decisions to not only keep them moving, but making them you know, as much money as possible.
Magic sometimes happens. I mean, literally happens. It happened today where I had somebody who was fortunate enough to come up with loads to match up to 3 of our trucks. And it's after going through part of a day and you're not seeing anything, then all of a sudden, I guess you could call it magic if something will pop up and it'll fit perfectly. It varies some days. Some days it may not be the perfect fit, but it'll be something to keep the truck and the driver moving.
For a dispatcher, it's the feeling of satisfaction, getting a load delivered, completing the circle, and sending the driver home. Just part of a day in the life of a dispatcher at Long Haul Trucking.
Yeah, they're loading late, and I tell you what, I think that if we pull this one off, it's going to be the difference between a great week and an elite week.
Stay tuned, we'll have more from Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt.
Still ahead on Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. There's an old phrase in the Lone Star State and at Peterbilt: don't ever forget your roots and what got you here. The legacy of an iconic American truck is on display at the plant's museum-like Peterbilt experience, just part of what long haul driver Kelly Hellgo discovered during her behind-the-scenes tour. But first, how do you stay loose after 11 hours behind the wheel? Coach Kevin has the answer.
Hey, this is Coach Kevin with another quick stretch. We're going to open up the chest, bring the shoulders back and down. We're going to bring the hands down by the glutes, and we're going to circle those hands 12 to the back and 12 to the front. Squeezing those glutes as you're doing it. Do this 3 times a day and you'll feel a whole lot better.
Welcome back to Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. I'm Dakota Vanderberg, and he's back, our very own Joe Harowitz and his trusty camera. What do you have that's new for us this week?
I'm shaking off the road dust, Dakota. I've been out gathering and showcasing some of the one-of-a-kind custom truck builds at Long Haul Trucking. It starts with a very simple idea, but then it gets bigger, badder, and better with a one-of-a-kind Peterbilt.
Today's trucks are modern marvels of engineering. Peterbilt, the worldwide leader, has revolutionized the industry from truck design to manufacturing process. Welcome to the Peterbilt World Headquarters, located north of Dallas in the town of Denton. It's a Texas-sized state-of-the-art factory. On this day, long-haul trucking driver Kelly Hellgo has traveled to Texas for a rare behind-the-scenes tour of the Peterbilt plant.
Pack car power for my Peterbilt truck. Is that cool? Look at that. Hey, Kelly, come see your reels.
Kelly and Peterbilt guide Amy Janeway follow the action as the truck rail get painted and Kelly's truck begins to take shape.
So we're about to see the engine and a radiator being set on her chassis that just came out of the oven from being painted and baked for about 12 to 13 minutes.
Kelly can't wait for her new truck. She loves the lifestyle that driving for long-haul trucking provides.
I have freedom, I have independence, nobody's looking over my back, I do my job, I am respectful to long-haul trucking and they treat me with respect, and I have freedom to drive around the country, go see my children, hang out with my family, and get in my truck and leave and go someplace else and make good money.
Back on the line, Kelly's Peterbilt is starting to take shape. The massive 579 Ultraloft has the most space in the industry. There's a large open environment where drivers can literally stand up as they get dressed, even room for a 32-inch TV.
That's my hood.
Right there.
That's Peterbilt.
This looks about as big as a New York City apartment,
It
so
does.
consider yourself lucky.
I know, it'll make it easy to live in. I'll stay out and work longer.
Perfect.
The future has arrived as one of the plant's many robots gets busy installing windshields with 100% accuracy.
That's a beautiful color.
It's a beautiful color. I love the color. It's the only truck at Long Haul Trucking that's that color. So they'll know that it's Kelly coming, right?
They'll know.
Kelly coming down the road.
Yeah, beautiful. I love it.
So on behalf of Peterbilt Motors, here's the keys to your new truck.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
It's a magic moment.
Pleasure to build it for you.
Kelly's new Peterbilt roars to life.
You know, when you go down the highway and you're passing the Peterbilt truck, and there's a sense of pride of all the employees. And it just makes you feel good when you see your truck going down the highway and you know, hey, I had a part of that.
I feel fantastic. I am so excited. You know, it's got that new truck smell. It drove off really nice off the assembly line. I can't wait to take it outside and drive it down the road.
It's pride and class. That's kind of what Peterbilt stands for. It's our brand promise to our customers. And for us to put a world-class product on the road to provide those drivers with that tool to get their job done makes me proud.
It's just the truck of my dreams. I like the way it drives. I like how it looks. It's just a good, solid truck that's American made.
Still ahead, take the time to thank a trucker. From keeping America rolling to the fun and games at a truck show. A pause for the cause when Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road returns. Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, is brought to you by Peterbilt. Class pays. Blaine Brothers, one family of companies. Everything you need for the road ahead. By LubeTech, accelerating performance. By Long Haul Trucking, running on the power of promises kept. And by AirTabs, more than fuel savers.
Welcome back to Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Steve Earle knows about the trucking life. Earle says, "I've been in a truck on every interstate highway in the lower 48 states, and I never get tired of the view. Never." Time now for our Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road cover story.
Please take a moment and thank a trucker. You can simply start by saying thank you to one of America's 3.5 million truck drivers that drive coast to coast. There are many reasons that help explain why it's important to thank a trucker. The vast majority of freight and goods in the United States is delivered by a truck. Simply put, trucks move America. A massive thank you to each of the 500,000 trucking companies operating in the USA. 80% of which are classic mom and pop small businesses, utilizing 6 trucks or less. Thank a trucker for bringing it on home through a snowstorm or across a sweltering desert highway. Thank a trucker for on-time, damage-free, friendly delivery. Thank a trucker for being a vital part of the economic and construction teams that built the infrastructure of this country. Thank you to the women in trucking for providing another positive perspective, for being part of the momentous tradition of great American transportation. Thank a trucker for keeping it fun, for creating one-of-a-kind custom trucks with the artistic designs that dazzle, for summer truck parades that bring small towns together, for making the most out of sleeping in a box. It's not an easy life, but truckers always find a way. Thank a trucker for their time away from family. You can even thank a trucker during the holidays.
We filled up 1.5 Peterbilt trucks a day so far.
There's no way that we could do Toys for Tots without Allstate Peterbilt.
Big truck! Allstate Peterbilt is proud to thank a trucker. We're taking the lead this year, sharing stories from our customers and showcasing the best truckers around. We know that trucks move America. If trucking stops, America stops. So please make sure to thank a trucker.
Well, that's all the time we have left for today. Please hit us up on social media and send us a story idea about trucking. And as always, keep on trucking on Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt.
Make sure to hit us up on social media. Please send us a story idea, favorite route, or trucker time-saving hack. Please join us next time on Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. We're going around the clock, 365, the 24/7 team at Blaine Brothers, the premier parts service and 24-hour towing operation. And ready, set, build. Our man about the motorway, Jolting Joe Harowitz, follows a custom truck build with the best in the business, creating a one-of-a-kind rig. Stay in touch with the trucking community and send us a story idea. And we'll see you next time on Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt.